somebody else's flesh. Okay, they get you. We got the grace to hold up, because some people won't hold up. They'll fall apart. They go crazy. They won't be able to handle it. They jump off buildings, like in the World Trade Center. They be jumping off buildings to their death because you can't handle it. The stock market crash. They can't handle it. They kill themselves. If your peace is in your money and you lose your money, you definitely going to lose your peace. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. Because God is a jealous God. He don't want no man coming before him, in place of him. Nobody comes, nothing. You're not supposed to love even your mom and your daddy more than you love God. You can't even love your wife or your husband more than you love God. You got to love God more than you love them. That's the bottom line. That's what it's all about. That's number one, actually, over forgiveness. Perfect love casteth out fear. And a lot of times you're afraid enemy going to get you. Enemy going to do this to you. Enemy going to do that to you. They're mistreating you. They're saying all manner of evil against you, calling you everything but a child of God, and you feel that they're going to be victorious because of their actions. Oh, they're going to do this to me. They're going to do that to me. Look at how they're coming at me. Look at what they're saying to me. Look at what happened yesterday. This and that and the other. You've already predicted your future. You've already predicted the outcome. So, of course, God gives us the ability to speak stuff into existence or send it to the grave and bury it by the words of our mouth. You have just created your own destiny by the words of your mouth. You say, oh, the enemy is coming against me, and he's going to do this to me. Or he's trying to do this to me, and he's not going to get away with it. You got to say that. Don't say it out your mouth that he's defeated you, that the enemy has defeated you, because when you say it, he will defeat you. You pronounced it. We have that power to do that. You pronounced that he's going to get away with it. He's going to, kill you. He's going to hurt you. You say that out of your mouth. You predicted the outcome of the situation, or the negative. And so you created your own destiny. You see what I'm saying? It's heavy. It's real heavy. You created your own destiny because you spoke that out. Perfect love casts out fear. So if we have love in our hearts, then that means that we can cast out the fear that you have for what the enemy is going to do to you. Don't be afraid of what the enemy is going to do to you. Fear is only the work of the enemy. Yeah, don't be afraid. God will never leave you nor forsake you. He's always there. But you got to open up that line of communication with him. Got to keep talking. Grace and mercy are spiritual gifts that God gives us. Okay, like he did with Moses when he led them out of the promised land. That 40-year journey should have only took about a week or a month. They were so hard-headed and so complaining. All they believed in what they saw. They refused to put their faith in God and trust in him. So they complained all the time and bickered about their own, oh, it's not going the way I want it to go. So, why didn't you just leave us where we was, And they actually spoke their outcome out of their mouth. They said they would rather have continued to be a slave than to be out here in the wilderness and die. So they said it out of their mouth. They spoke their destiny out of their mouth. So what happened? They were a slave to the wilderness. They wandered around for 40 years until they died out. They never did get to see the promised land. So they died a slave. They died a slave. Okay? And they got their wish. They spoke it out of their mouth. We can speak the destiny of our perpetrator too. You can send the perpetrator to the grave and bury him. You can send him to hell with the words of your mouth. So speak it out and believe it, that it's done. Just like when we speak and ask God to bless us. Believe that that's done also. But, a lot of times we get blessed in the spiritual before we get blessed in the physical. So I just want to really thank you pretty much for joining me today. This has been a great, it's so amazing. It's just, I'm just learning so much. And it's very interesting. It's compact. It's full of, just so much information, And vengeance is mine, said the Lord, I will repay. Available on highwaytoheavenchurch.net. Okay? Go on my website, click on the link on the bookstore page, and that'll take you to lulu.com. And don't forget my YouTube address at sblack3001. Alrighty, and I look forward to seeing you next week right here on Time Warner Public Access TV Channel 20 at Wednesdays at 6:30 to 7, and also Saturdays from 12:30 to 1 p.m. And that's right here on Time Warner Public Access TV Channel 20, Buffalo, New York. Peace out.